Hello everyone, it's your boy Proph Ryan. I'm back with another amazing video, another amazing content for the people as usual. Come on, man. You know nothing changes, man. It's your boy Proph Rye, right? Now listen, people, man. I know a lot of people are thinking, boy, Proph Ryan's life is tough still. Like these days, the topics are not really topicking. You get me? But Ryan, like Proph Ryan is coming with some stories. He's been telling us what his family's been doing to him. Hard. Not only that, he's been showing us the war. He's told us about how his big OG cousin Inns sent some legions to strangle him in his sleep and them thing there, and how he rebuked them and they got scared and told on him. to videos of conversations between him and OG Inns and him confessing to trying to deny it, and man can't make his mind up, because when he told these demons that their demons are weak, they start to deny it and act like, but you've just told me you sent some serious forces, and when I told you that I had to fight them off, he was laughing, thinking, yeah, we see my thing strong, yeah, it's strong, ooh, I had to fight them off. Scrap it. Don't argue with these people. Don't waste your time, don't waste your energy. Let me tell you something. They don't have any energy, they don't have any power. They have to feed off you. So it's best to just leave them sometime and just lead them to it, man. You get me? Like I said, God says vengeance is his. So with me wasting my time on man like OG Inns that's almost hitting 40 years old and wasted their life going in and out of jail, beating women and that, you get me, for the littlest thing, doing drugs and selling drugs and keep going back to the same cycle. I can't even argue with them, and you know why? As much as I'm younger than him, I'm older than him. You have to look up to me, man. You get me? He has to look up to me. But anyways, forget that. That's not the reason why I'm here. I'm here to tell you people that I have an interesting topic today. Now, a lot of people have said, right, yes, Proph Rye. What's the topic? What's the wisdom? What's the wisdom? I can see that you put the blasting them on hold. So what's the wisdom? Let me tell you something. The topic today, people, is pride. Yes, pride. I'm not talking about gay pride. No, we ain't a part of that. We ain't doing that. We don't want no involvements in that. We do not do gay pride. We do pride. We have pride in ourselves, and sometimes we have to know when to just put the pride aside. Put the pride aside. So put the pride aside sometime. You get me? But with that being said, people, let me tell you something, man. I went through a little tough patch. Last month for me was really tough. Last month for me, people, was tough. I had problems with my vehicle. The spiritual attacks was tough. They was hitting up there. Let me tell you something. Sometimes when your vehicle breaks down, it's them. It's them that's doing it. It's them. And they keep doing it because they don't want you to try to elevate. They don't want you to get around. And a lot of people have vehicles, using their vehicles to make money. And they don't want you to use that vehicle to make money. So they're going to try and stop it. This is what they want to do. They want to try and stop your income. They want to stop anything that you have going on good. Because they want to see you walking on the road with no trainers. Talking about that, I got a funny story to tell you guys. Shout out to my brethren Simeon that I grew up with from nursery. He called me the other day. You get me? And me and Simeon grew up, man. You get me? He's done a lot of dodgy shit to me still behind closed doors, you know, a little money issue. But guess what? Money don't define someone's character. Well, it does. But sometimes some people it's just a spirit they have, and they just can't help it. You get me? But he knows he owes me a little change still. He owes me a little change still. He took things off me a few times and he didn't pay me. But a lot of people have done that to me. And I've never hurt them, I've never harmed them, I've never cussed them for it. But I haven't forgotten. You get me? I haven't forgotten, people. But at the end of the day, Simeon called me, man. And he said, well, go on, right? I said, Simeon, well, go on, right? He good. Obviously, his dad told me that he was in jail. He done a few, I think he's been in jail for about a good, maybe almost 2 years now. I think he done a year and a bit, to be honest. You get me? And I'm hope he learned his lesson, man. And you can come out and you can just turn to God. You get me? Turn to God. And let me tell you something. When you turn to God, it's a good thing. People think when people turn to God, they're watered down. Nah, man's a bad man out there. You have to understand. God loved bad man that serve him. You get me? Nothing ain't changed apart from you're different. You're humble, you got a brand new spirit, you got a godly spirit, you got a righteous spirit. You come out of being brainwashed and you're woke to everything. God is guiding you, guides your step. He does everything for you. There's not one thing that God don't do for you. And he's going to put you through some tough trials and tribulations so you learn discipline. Because this with the Most High God, discipline is everything. And a lot of people need discipline because we've been brainwashed to where our parents didn't get to teach us the right thing because they wasn't learning the right thing. The blind cannot lead the blind people. And it's just simple as that. But anyways, my boy Simeon called me, man. He's like, right, you're right. I was like, yeah, Simeon, man, you get me? Good, man, everything's all right, man. You get me? I'm just on the grind. You get me? And then he goes, that's good to hear, man. It's good to hear from you, man. He's like, yeah, I just come out of jail. I was like, yeah, I know, man. I heard someone told me that he was in jail. And then your dad, I saw your dad. I bumped into your dad a few times. He told me that he was in jail as well, man. But I said, I hope you stay out of jail, man. And you just stay focused, man. And just try and change your life around. You get me? Because right now, let me tell you something, man. The way the world is running right now, you have to protect yourself and your energy. You just got to think smart, man. You can't be playing into the Matrix hands like that. You can't keep giving the government bad things to say about you, because imagine if you're not woke or you're not doing anything bad. And for someone like me that don't trouble anyone, and I just try my best to just even try and help everyone, they're already making up rumors about me saying that I'm crazy and I'm mentally ill. You get me? This is why I love my people that I reach out to, and I love the people that love me for who I am. And I love the people that be themselves and they're not trying to be anyone. They're not trying to be a fake character. They're not wearing a mask. I love those type of people because people, let me tell you something. It's hard to come across good people these days. And it's hard to come across someone that's not wearing a mask. Everyone is trying to wear a mask and be something that they're not. You get me? But anyways, Simeon told me that he was in jail, man, and he heard a lot of rumors about me. And obviously, when I woke up, I went on an exposing rage. Of course, I found out so much people was against me, so much people trying to kill me. Of course, I'm going to expose them on the internet. Why shouldn't I? Everyone deserves to find out what's been going on behind closed doors. Because let me tell you something, I keep on repeating myself. If I died tomorrow without me exposing all of these people and not speaking up about all of these people, if I didn't speak about them, it makes me the same as them. And if I didn't expose these people, like I said, a lot of people would have been turning up to my funeral and not knowing that it was them that did it. And you would have heard them say, oh, he was a good boy, he was a humble boy. Oh, but he broke up with his missus and that's why he went a bit cuckoo and he went a bit crazy. That's what they like to say, people. Anytime you speak the truth and you speak up against your family, unfortunately, it comes with fights and it comes with hates. They're going to say you're crazy. Anytime you get close with the real and true living Most High God himself and you proclaim Jesus Christ is King, Jesus Christ died for your sins, you best believe the whole world is going to turn on you. You're going to wake up all those demons in the neighborhood. I'm telling you, it's the truth. From that day you wake up, let me tell you something. All eyes on you. All eyes on you. You know why? Because you're no longer serving the system. You're going against them now. You're going against their will because they want everyone to do dark. They want everyone to be living in darkness and do evil things and do what's of the darkness. But once you come out of that and you try to be a righteous person and live by the light and do things by God's way, which is the good way, let me tell you something, all hell break loose. Everyone's coming for you. You get me? No joke about it, people. No joke in the thing. You get me? So my boy Sim told me now, he's like, oh yeah. He's like, I had a conversation on the phone the other day. I was like, I don't know who it is, but I think it might have been Ohm still. But apparently they're saying that you're walking around with no shoes and that. People, can you see how sick people are in life to go around start making? And you know it is. It's a lot of these rumors came from the man them on ends. My mum made up rumors about me, but I'm sure up to this day she regret it. Because every time she see me now, every time she see me, she can't even look me in the eye properly. But she look at me to say, I can't believe this is my son. He didn't used to have a mouth. But now my son looks powerful. My son has changed. I can't go against my son no more. He's dangerous. So my mom has no option, but she has to join me. Regardlessly, she has to join me. She has to. I don't see the reason why she wouldn't want to join me. Because she even says it and she knows. The family's been trying their best to make me disappear now for the past 2 years. And look at me. God be the glory, because God is the one that we praise. God is the one that is making me still breathing and still alive. You get me? God, all the glory goes to God. All the glory goes to Jesus. Without Jesus and God, I'm nothing, people. Shout them out every time, all the day. You get me? But when I heard, Simeon told me that he heard that people have been saying that I've been walking around Camberwell, walking around with no shoes on people. I'm telling you, everyone has mobile phones. And let me tell you something. Whether people are mentally ill, whether people are not mentally ill, you'll be surprised to know I would have been all over the internet by now. Whoever's laughing at me is laughing at me, and whoever is not laughing at me is saying that it's not good to laugh at mentally ill people. You get me? I know for a fact, shout out to the Shade Borough, because if I was walking around with no trainers on, no shoes, apparently no socks as well, and it was them gay brothers from the ends that made up this rumor, you get me? Because he said a lot of the man them on the ends, because a lot of their secret went out into the open. They tried to do some crazy. They tried to get me sectioned. They tried to tell people that I'm crazy. They tried to tell people mentally ill. Until down the line, people started bumping into me. I noticed that after I spoke to them, they called me the next day and said, "Listen, after you spoke to me and told me this and that, you're right. How people are saying that you're crazy and you're mentally ill. When they see me in the open, people, they can't believe it's me. They can't believe that God is working in my life like this." So many rumors are spread about me. Walking around with no shoes and socks. Can you believe that, people? Proph Rye, Prophet Rye, Let me tell you something. This is why I stick up for mentally ill people. And I say all mentally ill people was never mentally ill. It's the evil people that make mentally ill people like how they are. And they're not telling them the truth that it's legions and spirits that have taken over their body. Sometimes people go and bury people's clothes, bury people's names, and all of these type of things. Let me tell you something. What people say from their own tongue into the open alone can cost someone their life. It can cost someone to do cuckoo stuff. Never you see a mentally ill person, people, and just think that they just went mentally ill like that. Something was done to cause that to happen to them. Someone went against them. Someone attacked that person spiritually. And you'll be surprised to know, let me tell you something. With the right type of help, those mentally ill people can come back to life. They're still here. It's just that they've been taken over and their spirit is in a really, really, really dark place. Them being locked up in Moseley Hospital, being locked up in all mental homes and that, being juiced up on stuff that is making things worse. Let me tell you something, people. They know that these people's bodies have been taken over by demons and legions, but they're not saying it because they want to make a profit. You get me? And they know that a lot of these people are powerful people. A lot of these people are people from the Most High God. And they're locked in those mental institutions and they're not coming out. It's basically another prison for people that like to speak the truth, or the people that was close to the truth, or family members, or friends, knowing that they can mess this person's life up and steal their destiny and steal their gifts. That's all that's going on out here, people. A lot of people, you think out there, you see they're musicians and that, and they say that they've been chosen and God done this for them. Let me tell you something. They're lying. They're lying. Because God's going to make you put in the work. Faith without works is dead. Look at the way they act, people. God says that you should know them by the fruits they bear. Which musician, which comedian, which actress did God bless? Can't you see that it's just the darkness out here in the world that is blessing people? So when my friend told me that, me and him was on the phone laughing so much, man. And when I finished talking to him, people, let me tell you something. I can even see that he's going through under a spiritual attack himself. You get me? I was going to give him I didn't give him a full reading. I gave him a little piece of reading. You get me? And sometimes you have to leave people to figure out some of the puzzle for themselves. You get me? Because there's no point helping people these days and they're being ungrateful. And especially when they've done some type of stuff to you back in the days and they think that you've forgotten about it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. You get me? I help people that I think deserve it. A lot of people deserve the help. But anyways, people, like I said, pride. I have to put my pride aside, people. And sometimes in life it's good to put your pride aside. Because, like I said, me and my mum had been having an ongoing fluid for the past 2 years now. I found out She was against me. I found out she's done a lot of things to me. And even though she hasn't confessed, and let me tell you something, the more you have conversations with people and more I have conversations with my mum, you'll notice a lot of time, like I said, these people, they snitch on themselves and they confess. But my mum is so guilty. My mum is so guilty. She's been so nice to me. And let me tell you something, the love that I have for my mum hasn't changed, man. I will never, ever stop loving my mum. I just wish that she can just get on the right path of God and the right path of righteousness. Because one thing I hate seeing is my mum suffer. And even today, I went to go and see my mum in Peckham, and she gave me £50, people. And let me tell you something, I was so happy. This is the lady that me and her had arguments for months, falling outs for months. This is the lady that attacked me spiritually. And I still love her, people. As I'm talking about this right now, I feel like I'm going to cry. And you know, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. There's nothing better than loving people that hurt you. When you love people that hurt you, you're a different person. It just shows you're a different person. And it's good to be different. Never be scared to be different. Everybody's trying to make everyone be like them or be the same. You don't have to, people. Don't never be scared to be different. But my mum blessed me with £50 today. And then 2-3 weeks ago, I had a problem with my vehicle. I was on foot for about a month. I was really going through it, people. But I still had to come out and make videos and smile and act like I'm happy. Because I am happy. Because, like I said, no matter what happens to me, knowing that I'm breathing and I know the Most High God for myself, that's all that counts in my life. You get me? So, literally 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, she gave me £150. I know majority of the time it's of guilt. And I know it's because they've tried so much to try and kill me these past 2 years that every time she sees me, she just can't believe that this guy is still walking and that God is blessing this guy. This guy is truly blessed. But when I look at her, I can see in her eyes that she knows that I'm the only son or family member that's always gone out of my way to help her. Whether she wakes me up at 7 or 8 in the morning to drive my car down there to make sure that I bring her to go shopping, drop her there, and then rush back to pick up the kids from school. People, the love that I had for my family was crazy. Sometimes I just don't understand how one day you're with your family and everything is normal, then the next day it just is all make-believe. When I think about it sometimes, people, it makes you stronger. Because I can tell you about times where I've gone nights. I was crying, people. I could never believe I was crying a lot. I had nights where I'll just be in my room or my bed laying down and I'll break down, people. And it's only me one day and God pick up the pieces. I'll break down just to think how come my own mum that carried me into the world and I'm 29 years old, betray me like this, knowing that I'm the best thing to her, like sliced bread. Let me tell you something, people. My mum realised how dangerous I am. It gets funnier, you get me? My mum realised how dangerous I am. But not only that, when I look at her, I can see the love is still there, man. The love is still there. And when I look at her, I can see that it's not even her. It's what she was grown into. It's what she was growing into. It's a generational curse. It's what she was growing into. And she's so guilty. She's so guilty. She just keeps on blessing me. I had to put my pride aside to call my mum one evening to ask her if she can help me out with some money, people. I'm not going to lie to you. After slandering her off over the internet and videos and stuff like this, and let me tell you something, at the end of the day, all the stuff I said is true. But I just hope one day my mum can come and speak out and she can repent and even come and join me on this camera and speak about what the family's been doing and speak about how corrupted she was, and how God changed her life around. It will be so good to hear her testimony. One of my prayers that I always pray to God is that I hope God can, you know. But let me tell you something. Not everybody wants to change, people. And not everybody wants to confess, because if some people confess and they tell you what they've been doing behind closed doors, it's so disgusting and horrible, people. It even makes them sick. You get me? But I've learned to love everyone. I learned to love my enemies, man. And sometimes, like I said, I see Mum. I say, Mum, I have to love you from a distance, you know, but I'm still your son, man. You get me? And then she messaged me on WhatsApp now and then. She even sent me a message on WhatsApp 2 days ago saying, son, anything you need, just let me know. My mum's being so nice to me these days. But I understand, I'm dangerous. I've been gunning at this family hard recently. Everyone in my family right now is shaking in their boots. I've got so much family members trying to kill me. My mum can't believe that her son is still standing. Now she's looking at me like I'm a superhero. Let me tell you something. Majority of the time, when people mess around with you and you become like a superhero, let me tell you something. They love you more, man. They have to come and join you. But like I said, people, it's nothing like that, really, man. I'm looking at my mum and I can see that she's been taking over. She's been taking over so bad. She ain't really got a mind to think for herself. There's so much going on in my mum's head and in my mum's body. The stuff that she do to me, I forgive her. I forgive her. I forgive her. I forgive her big time. I forgive her. And I realized, and I speak to I realized, and every day I put pieces to the puzzle, I realized, guess what? It's not really her. It's not really her that's doing these things, you know? It's not really her that's doing these things. People's vessels are being used. People's vessels are being used, people. People are born into life by people that are dangerous. If I be honest with you, even though my mum was doing what she's done to me, and she's done a lot of stuff to me still, she's always been a person that gives. She's got a heart for giving. She's like, she used to cook food and the whole community will eat. The whole community knew us for doing barbecues. If I tell you the amount of people and friends that even take the piss out of me, that I've slept in my mum's house and sofa, and I've took the piss. My mum's helped a lot of my friends, people. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. She's helped a lot of my friends. And she's helped a lot of strangers as well. She even had one of my little nephew, Jordan's friends, living in our house for about 3 months. He ran away from his own house. Why are people running out of their house and and my mum is putting them up in our house? Even an old man, Richie, that I met on the construction site, my mum rented him a little room, and my mum even gave him a woman to date, and he ended up talking about my mum with that same woman. My mum's actually done a lot, people. I'm not going to lie to you, man. But I just didn't know that it was that bad to where it was that corrupted. If I didn't wake up, I wouldn't realise certain things. So I'm just hoping that my mum can try and repent and break that stronghold that she has. She has an evil stronghold that is on her. And I know it's because of my grandma, it's because of her mum. It's been passed down. It's been passed down, people. So I can't really blame my mum like that. You get me? And she's helped me out a good 2 to 3 times now with cash, and I've been on my face. Because I'm not the type of guy to come out here and start showing off, saying that I've been grinding 7 days and this and that, and I'm gonna I got to change to acting like I'm rich and got a little rental car and all of these things. People, I'm not that type of person, people. I put my pride aside. You get me? And my last option was people, was literally calling up my mum and asking her for a bit of help. And let me tell you something. She told me that she was in Peckham and she will be home in the next 20 minutes. My mum sent me £150 to my bank card, people. God is good. God is good. That was me putting my pride aside. And let me tell you something, people. Since that day, me and my mum's been good. Me and my mum's been good. Another scenario where I had to put my pride aside again. The lady that I always told you about, that's been on her journey. I had to try and call her up, and even though she blocked me, But I got her help to get through to her. And she managed to send me a £50 to my card. That also helped me. Because like I said, my vehicle broke down and I was out on cash, people. Times is hard right now. And even though she's blocked me right now, and I tried to speak to her, and there's a reason why I kind of had to move away from her, because she was draining a bit too much of my energy, man. And sometimes, let me tell you something, people can pollute you, and they can mess up things what you have going on with the Most High. And again, doing crazy things to you behind closed doors, messing you up. Sometimes you would be surprised to know that someone on their journey, just because they keep messing about and they're not taking their journey serious, they're gunning to mess you up, doing witchcraft and all in you. I've never seen these type of stuff before, but let me tell you something. People on their journey do these things. People on their journey rough. But shout out to her. She helped me out with £50. I gave it back to her. She's not talking to me right now because I'm keeping my distance and you get me? But let me tell you something. That's how life goes. I already can see down the line she's coming back. She coming back. Everybody coming back. You get me? But this just shows you, people, in life sometimes, no matter what people's done to you, you always still have to love people, man. And I put my pride aside. Like I said, I put my pride aside. And my mum helped me twice now. 150 the other day. Yesterday, £50. Me and my mum was in Peckham. And I followed her. I followed her into Morrison. Cause I parked my vehicle in Morrison car park in Peckham. And I followed her into the store. This is the lady that was trying to take me out. This is the lady that ordered hits on me. And let me tell you something. My mum's she's kind of changed. She's humble. She's willing to give me anything now. And I think that's because God made me stronger. I went away for a bit. And God made me stronger. And I can actually face people. Before, a lot of people was taking the piss out of me, man. And because I was so humble, I was letting them do it. And they kept on doing it. When you let them do it once, they keep doing it, they keep doing it, they keep doing it, they keep doing it. But now I can see my mum slowly starting to respect me. Before it's like I was blind to things before. So it's like my mum it's like she says she loved me and all of these things, but she'll do so much evil to me, but it's like there was no respect there. But God took me away for almost 2 years and turned me into this serious type of man. That my mum is slowly starting to respect me, people. And that is wonderful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. If I didn't put my pride aside, me and my mum probably wouldn't be even speaking. I went into Morrison's with her. I helped her pick up oil. I helped her pick up lettuce. I helped her pick up butter. Me and her walked to the self-checkout. I helped her use her bank card on there. We walked out of there. The only thing that I was pissed off about is that she's got a disability car and my nephew's driving it around and using it for his own purpose. My mum was out there, and let me tell you something, people. You have to, when you put your, you see when you're a natural loving person, it's just in you. It's just in you. No matter what someone has done to you, you still love that person regardlessly. I was pissed off when I saw my mum was walking with a trolley full, because she's elderly. She walks with the pool trolley, right, with the wheels. She puts her shopping in there. I was so pissed off to know that she was walking with that, and it was heavy, people. My mum was like 60, my mum was like 66, 67. It was really heavy. And I was so pissed off to know that my little nephew Jordan has got the car, the disability car. And my mum was out in the rain, people. In the rain. She was in the rain, pulling that trolley. And knowing that I couldn't even drop her home. I was in a rush to go and do something. I would have dropped her home. But that had me thinking, I haven't seen her, well, I've seen her once. For the past 2 years, I probably saw her only 3 times. We spoke minimal arguments. How can you do this to me? How can you do this to me? You're this, you're that. You get me? And then instantly I'm thinking in my head, so how long have you, like, you had this car and you're going shopping by yourself And then walking around in the rain, pulling this. All of that is playing on my mind. I'm thinking in my head, you and Jordan's got that disability car for you. He needs to, you guys need to have arrangements. Whether he's going to have to wake up at 8 in the morning before he goes to work and use the car, whatever. The car is not for him. It's for my mum. This means that whenever she needs to go somewhere, he needs to attend. And I know even stuff like that makes her feel some type of way. Because my mum knows I didn't even have a disability car for her. I had an old Golf. And let me tell you something. When my mum calls me, people, I'm there within 15 to 20 minutes. I never leave my mum on the road. I never want to hear my mum is on the road with shopping, with heavy shopping. If my mum needs to go somewhere, I'm going to be there to drop her. Deep down in my mum's heart, she knows I'm the realest son. I'm the realest. But at the end of the day, the realest son is the one that's getting the hate from everyone and the family members, people. My mum texted me today. She said, son, whenever you need money or you feel like you need help or anything, are you down? Don't be scared to message me or to call me and let me know and I'll help you. People, that alone brings tears to my eyes. Because just the other day, my mum wanted to kill me. And if I didn't go away and let God change me into a different type of man, now she's slowly starting to respect me, people. That is what you call beauty in itself. I just hope down the line, I can help her to change her life around and come back to the light. As I'm talking about this right now, I'm even getting tears in my eyes, people. Because trust me, it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. So you might as well say that I put my pride aside. I hope she actually really is putting her pride aside as well. And she can come and say, son, what I done to you was wrong. I should never have done these things. And I wouldn't even blame her for it because I could see the whole family is sort of grown up into these things. It come back from Jamaica. Way back in Jamaica, my grandma is the cause of this. My grandma and my family from Jamaica are the cause of this. They've sacrificed a lot of the family members, the good ones, the ones that was meant to help them all get to a certain level in life. So people, I know this one is a bit emotional, people. It's a bit emotional. It is. It's emotional for me even talking about it. But let me tell you something. It's been over 2 years, and today I walked with my mum into Morrison's, into Peckham, and I helped her with her shopping, people. That alone, when I went in my vehicle and I drove off, and I realized I couldn't even take her home because I was busy. I had to go and do something. I was in a rush. That alone made me sad. And everyone know I'll kill for my mum. I'll do anything for my mum. There's a lot of people out there that love their parents so much. There's a lot of people out there that actually love a loved one so much. But because of corruption in the family, spiritual killings are happening. All type of stuff is happening. Plotting is happening. But let me tell you something, people. God works in an amazing way. God works in a nice way. That you'll be surprised to know someone that you really love so much, that you thought loved you so much, that is trying to hurt you, harm you, kill you. You can see slowly, with God doing some serious stuff in your life, they will slowly start to respect you. And I'm starting to realize people, let me tell you something. There's a lot of people out there that have situations with their parents, or there's a lot of people out there that's not even going through a situation. But you'll be surprised to know it could be because your dad left your mum. It could be because your dad left your mum to raise you from the age of 1, 2, 3, which caused some type of hate towards you. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but a lot of people go through stuff like this. Every time the mum remembers the dad, she end up hating the son. Vice versa with the daughters. You'd be surprised to know, people, how the devil and Satan works. They jump into people and they do things. They make people do things. Many people touch their kids and touch kids, and it wasn't really in their intention. Many people are suffering. Many people are suffering by loved ones. People they love, people they trust. And you'll be surprised, people, to know God will make you disappear and make you learn to even love yourself. Because a lot of the time we do not love ourselves. We have to put our pride aside and go back into training camp sometime. No matter what age you are, sometimes we have to start again from scratch. What they taught us in school, what our family taught us from a baby growing up, they don't know fuck all. They don't know jack all. The best learning I've got is from the Most High God. The best training I've got is from the Most High God. I'm like a baby again. I had to learn everything again. And it was nothing like what I learned in school or college. What God taught me is a lifetime degree. This shit I have installed is something that will, you come into contact on the road with someone, just smiling at them alone. I've been smiling from a baby, by the way. But just smiling at them alone will make their day. That's love right there. That's love. God works in mysterious ways. You'll be surprised to know how God will use you to change many people's lives that are grieving, that are broken, that need healing. There's a lot of people out there that act like they're healed, and they're not healed. Who healed them? Because you can't heal yourself. I was away for 2 years. God put me under some serious discipline. I was a baby again. You tell people things like this to say you're crazy. That's because they don't know the true and living God. They don't know who God is. They believe they're demons that they talk to, or they're demons that they've been researching on Google is a God. They don't know fuck all about God. If you don't know about Jesus, how you know about God? How you gonna know about God when Jesus is the way to the Father? I was a baby again, people. In class. God had me in a classroom. When I come into contact with people on the road and I speak to them, and when I speak to them about certain things, they just don't understand it. It's like how Jesus used to talk to people and talk to them in parables. And I used to think, fuck, this man's amazing. Why does he even talk like this? I had to learn everything again from a baby. And let me tell you something, it's the Most High God that taught me, and I had to learn to say, and taught me that, listen, boy, the Most High God is a big man. And that's the way he will talk to you. Listen, boy, you got to put your pride aside. Love thy mother. No matter what she done to you, she can change. Through you, she can change. I love my mum. You get me? And I love the rest of my family as well. But unfortunately, some of them have to go. Some of them have to go. Because let me tell you something. A lot of them are not going to change. And you can't help everyone. And a lot of them are not happy. A lot of them are not happy that me and my mum is slowly starting to have conversation again. A lot of them are not happy that we're slowly starting to have a little bond again. A lot of them are not happy that my mum is calling me and giving me money. Because she knows her son is needed. She knows that me and her always had a love there. When I was a young kid, it was always me and my mum. I slept in the same room with my mum until I was like 7, 8 years old, until my stepdad came. My mum was working 2 jobs. 2 jobs. I was at my sister's house. Then my mum would leave from work, pick me up from my sister's house at like 6 in the morning. I got primary school at 8. I've always had a hard life. It's always been me and my mum. We've been through trials and tribulations alone. People used to say that I'm my mum's handbag. I used to go to a family member's house, this person's house. I used to cry to go home the same night. I don't know how it all went wrong. I don't know where it all went wrong, people. The devil is a liar. He's using people. He uses your family members to get rid of you. I still have faith in my mum, people. I'm sure she's going to come around. Because what is going on now? Trust me, it's not her. It's not her. It's not her. It's not her. But all I can say, people, me putting my pride aside and me going away and the big man changing me around, making me stronger to even face people that he was even against me. My mum is starting to slowly respect me, people. You get me? It's literally, God bless my mum. I hope God can change her around and she comes to the light. And then hopefully by that, my little brother can follow, my big brother can follow, my nephews can follow, and everyone else can follow, and everyone can change their life around. Because when you look around, people, the day I left, I realised a lot of people are living in the dark. They're going through stuff. They're being used. They're being used. The devil works over time. But anyways, people, man, I'm going to leave this video here because this one's emotional. It's emotional, people. It's emotional. You get me? It's your boy, Proph Rye, man. This video is about pride. Sometimes you have to put your pride aside. And I know it rhymes. But listen, everyone, stay blessed. It's your boy, Proph Rye. I'm out.